Okay, so first things first, we had our delivery today that rejected off the OTE and the bearish order block. We do have SMT at this high between ES. Pull ES over to kind of show you. So ES took this high and NQ did not. So we have a cracking correlation between the two. Now we do have SMT on both sides, so that is a sign of a possible trapped order flow between the two sides. So we could see a lot of chop until we displace through one of these sides and choose a direction. What I'm seeing on NQ for the time being is on the daily, we do have a significant amount of relative equal highs here. So this is an area you're going to want to be watching. I think ICT even called this area out on X today. But this is something that we have been watching. Most people who trade ICT have been watching for weeks now. We have this daily imbalance up at the top, which we have failed to tap back into. And we have been engineering relative equal highs consistently. So there is a massive pool of liquidity up here. Obviously, it's for all-time highs. I mean, there's always going to be a lot of liquidity at all-time highs and relative equal highs. So that is one thing to be aware of. But with this SMT on both sides, on the daily chart, it's not as prevalent on the bottom side, but we do have definitive SMT on the daily on the highs. So something to keep in mind. I preferably would like to see us rebalance higher temporarily to then sell off lower. But we'll see how things are going to go. We're going to let price tell us what it wants to do. We're not going to tell price what to do because that just isn't real. That doesn't work. So yeah, hourly time frame. In the interim, I am bearish, but we'll see what price wants to do around this overnight session with the high of this suspension block. I would not be opposed to seeing us trade back down to the EQ of this range that was created today from Friday to Monday's high. Back down to EQ, possibly see a manipulation up to a possible hourly POI, such as this, and possibly trade a little bit lower into a discount. This should be reversed. So we're in a premium of this range here. We're in a premium of this range here. I'd like to see us dip down for institutional discount if we are going to drive this higher. But right now we are in a premium. So I would like to see this dip down to discount to manipulate higher to then hit a premium POI to then short off of. It's kind of the game plan I think that I'm going into tomorrow with. Overall, I think the bigger structure here is bearish just because we have been displacing lower and holding bearish order flow and rejecting. So I would see this as a continuation of the right side of the curve. We have chopped our way up without displacing, and then we have seen a sensitive OTE order block area reject off of. So I would like to see this come down to possibly 50% of this leg and look for manipulation to short tomorrow. But as I said, and I keep saying, and I'll always say, just let price show you what it wants to do. SMT is on both sides on the hourly here, so it is a little bit lower probability in my opinion. So I think going into tomorrow, I'm going to de-risk a little bit and just look for a clean inversion setup with a clear manipulation, possible V-shaped recovery. And when I say V-shaped recovery, basically what I mean would be something like this here. This would be a V-shaped recovery. We have a relative equal high, manipulate through, and then immediately displace lower, a V-shaped recovery here. And then you take the inversion short. Something like that is what I'll be looking for tomorrow, whether it's on either side. I'll be using the PD arrays that have formed overnight and on the hourly and higher time frame just to use as my, I guess, guiding North Star for areas that price could be reacting to. And yeah, we're going to look for a solid 1 to 1.5 and be in and be out. So that's kind of what we're looking for tomorrow. We do not have news tomorrow, so something to keep in mind. There is news Wednesday, but there is no news on Tuesday. So not necessarily a bad trading day, not something you should avoid. It's not that like you only can trade red folder news days. Just price might not be as fast moving. And I say that now. Sometimes you have no news days and they rip harder than red folder days. So it's all just a matter of probabilities and luck of the draw. So yeah, that is a little bit of a recap of today's price action and what we are looking for going into tomorrow. Hopefully you found this somewhat helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.